And we are recording. Let's see. I do miss the dink. No dink. The dink was the sign of letting you know that things were started. No, it just says live.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. What do we got? This goes here. And trying to do this left-handed. And we are streaming. Hey, folks. There we go. We have our Java, which is awesome just because we have it.
Pull up the Kiwi cuteness.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry? What Kiwi cuteness are we referring to?
Oh, never mind. You're not paying attention.
No, afraid I'm not. How y'all doing? We have...
Try to be Southern. That's just weird coming from a Michigan person.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, stop.
I am fine-ish. Not really.
Yeah, you are. You're fine.
I'm off. I'm off a little today.
You're always off.
Yes. Well, we'll get into some of the stuff going on.
Nobody wants to hear about our chiggers.
Yes, they do. What is it with you and your updates?
I don't know.
How many times do you use it? None. So you turn it on, you use it for a couple of minutes, and when the show's over, you turn it off. And right now hers is at a Windows. This is week 3, 4.
Oh, easily.
You're up to 72. So it looks like it's a quick update for an update of an update.
But one update is sufficient.
Yes. But I think what it is you actually need to utilize the computer more than once a week.
Okay.
And then that way that will go away.
All right. I
So
will have to start looking up my knitting patterns on it instead of using my phone, which is extremely more convenient.
So that's how it's going. So hey, everybody in the chat room, how's it going? We've had an interesting week.
Up with the what?
I gotta move this so I can see what we've got.
Taz had a potty mouth.
Oh, he did. If you listen to Geocaching Podcast,
yeah, that's why I can't be on there because I'd be calling him out.
He did. He had. We had a couple of discussions, and he had a ding and he had a horn thrown at him because
really,
yeah,
the horn
in the horn, and that's only usually specialized for Scott Burks with F-bombs.
I was gonna say,
yeah, so that's how that works. See, you're up ish. No,
I'm surprised with the horn.
Yeah, so I don't know what it was. He was in a good mood and anything, but
that is unacceptable, Taz.
Yeah. So everybody razz him when you see him come in the chat room if he shows up tonight, and just say potty mouth, and then he'll be deterred to not do that.
No.
Yes.
Whoa.
He did.
Oh,
that was
bueno.
That was something that was unusual for him.
For shame.
Yes. So we're just saying. Now, we had the cause to say the F-bomb because...
No, we did not. We never do.
We've had a week.
The F-bomb is never...
I agree. I'm being facetious. I
got to call him out, too.
There you go. And so what happened was, wife Amy and I went out to get our souvenir geocache.
You have done nothing but talk about this the whole week. So
yeah, but it's fun. You gotta.
No, it is not.
You gotta let go.
None of this is fun.
Of the frustration through this. So we went out and
not the only ones who's ever had them either.
We went out and did the souvenir cache,
which was actually kind of neat.
It was nice. It was a nice cache. Yeah. It was one of our ones out of the Civil War tour that we have here in North Carolina.
You're getting ready to find out, Rick. Hang on, buddy.
And so we actually, the spot was pretty. It was hot out that day.
It really was.
It was like the heat index was in the upper hundreds. Yeah. Not upper hundreds, but it was lower. Like 110.
It was pretty humid.
Yeah, it was hot. But
it's summer in North Carolina. Come on.
We were in the shade. It was nice.
There was a breeze.
There was just a slight breeze to make it like not molten. And we're out there. And we actually did a Periscope session because it was that cool to do.
Yeah.
And so we're fine. And when did things start going? Oh, when we got home.
Yeah, when we got home.
You said, hey, look at my ankle. What are these? And
like I should know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because she's from down here.
I don't get them very often.
I see normally when it comes to chiggers are so small. The larvae are the bigger ones is the ones you usually see the picture of with the 6 legs. or 8 legs like a spider.
Tick.
Or tick. The larvae are much smaller. They only have 6 legs, and you can fit 5 of them on a period. That tells you how small they are. You can't see them. And so what ends up happening is she says, "Hey, could you look at this? Because it's starting to itch and I'm not quite sure what's going on." So I looked at it. Now, normally when you see chigger work, it's after the fact. You start seeing the pustules and all the other things that happen with chiggers. This was the first time where it was right after we basically stepped in a nest is what ended up happening. And there were these little teeny tiny black tubes already just in that short amount of time. And I tried taking it out and it actually hurt. It's like they were dug in. So I'm like, I don't know if that's a plant or what. It didn't look like your standard chigger for that. And next thing you know, they started popping up all over the place. And then by that night, our feet were covered. Our legs were covered. And they started over the couple of days after that, they started popping up in areas like, what the heck? We showered, we washed our clothes, we did all the rest of
I
it.
didn't wash my clothes till the next day.
Yeah, but even so.
Yeah.
And it's like,
which is unfortunate.
Yeah, you really should. When you go outside in these things, you really need to wash your clothes right away.
We never do that.
Yeah, well,
ever.
But we're learning. And so, yeah, they've had, I don't have it as bad as Amy. My left ankle is in pretty bad shape. If you don't know, with chiggers, basically what happens is take the burn of poison ivy and then add to it the itch of a mosquito turned up to from 10 to 100. That's about what it's like. They're incredibly. Yes,
you don't have them in New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't think you Google. If you're in New Zealand, you may not have them. They are very common in the United States. It can be because people go, well, you get them when you're in long grass. It's not true. You can get chiggers in cut lawn grass. You can get chiggers anywhere.
Pine straw. I have always heard. I grew up here and they were prevalent, very prevalent in pine straw, which is what we were standing in. And we went through a whole thing of tall grass to get to it.
Yes, but our ankles, and she even had long pants and socks on.
I had jeans on and socks.
And they still went through. Yeah. And they're that small.
I don't know what it is about me.
But yeah, you're delicious.
Bugs love me. Especially the ones that pinch and bite.
Yes.
I'm like,
yeah. So needless to say, basically what happens they latch onto you if unattended, they will latch onto you for
unattended. Yeah, because you can't see them. So how do you attend to anything?
They will hang
making me itch. You need to stop.
They will hang on to you for about 3 days.
4. The 4th day they die.
Yeah, the 4th day they drop off. Die. They don't necessarily die. They drop off.
Whatever. They go away.
That just starts the fun because then you get these nasty pustules that turn amber with these blisters. Incredibly painful, incredibly itchy. Those dry up after you pop them. Sorry to gross people out. And then they will dry out, but it takes us about 2 weeks to actually heal from a chigger bite.
Just one.
Imagine 50, 60, 100 or more bites. Yeah. So, yeah. No fun.
No bueno. So, I don't want
not appealing at all.
That was me.
Yes.
Yeah, they're also known as berry bugs. There's nothing berry about them at all, except the little mark they leave on you. It looks like as red as
it gets dark and icky and looks nasty. It really does. So needless to say,
a marketing thing.
Yeah. So anyways, that's enough about chiggers, but it's been no fun. Yeah. Today for me is actually the first day where I haven't come home wanting to rip my socks off.
I'm still wanting to cut off appendages.
Yeah. So we're getting there.
It's getting there though.
Yep. So
I won't be going out in the woods any day.
Needless to the
LPCs for everybody this weekend.
Hey, Ping. So yeah. did you get out and get your souvenir this weekend? That was the biggie. If you didn't know,
they ought to send us a coin for that one.
Part 2 of the Mission GC thing that geocaching.com has going on. Part 2 was to go out and do a multi-cache. And we had a fairly long ride for this one. We found it was one of those ones where you pull information off of you pull information off of a sign one place, add it to a formula, and then go someplace else to find the actual find. This one we actually had to drive to this very nice park that's apparently has checkers, and we had to drive like 8-9 miles to Part B for that one. But at least they told you this.
Yeah, but it was fine.
It was fine.
Yep.
Yeah. So away it went, and that's what happens sometimes. So the number one word for today, kids, is deet.
Right now, it's Benadryl.
Yes. Yes.
I have some at work and some here.
Yes. So regardless if you're wearing long pants, we have found out that and socks, that chiggers will just fly through them like nothing because they're so small. So yeah, go spray yourself down when you go out geocaching because that is no fun.
Okay, New Zealand has icky things too. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, New Zealand actually does have icky things.
Yeah, they have sand flies that are.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that'll.
Well, the female is the only one that bites.
Right.
Apparently, I said, yeah, figures. The male apparently is a vegetarian.
Wow, so. It's a vegetarian. Sorry, I only do fruit. So yeah,
I'm like, wait, that can't be right.
Yeah. So yeah, every place has something that bugs people, literally. Just some places have it more than others. Yeah, Australians. Yes. Come on now, play nice. You guys are right next to each other.
I know. They're bigger than you are.
That's funny. But yeah, it happens, and what are you gonna do? You can't stop. You got to keep going. Only next time you
ain't going there.
Scotch.
There was even a little squirrel flattened out on a stone.
Yeah, it was so hot out. He was trying to cool himself on a rock.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow.
Well, we pulled up and he said, "There's a mad squirrel out here." I'm like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "We can't stay here. There's rabid animals out here." He's like, "No, he just ran up to the car and then ran away."
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, how's it going? It's hot. I'm going to leave. Bye." And we went.
All right.
Then we looked in front of the car, and there he was on the rock going, "I need to cool off."
Yeah, he was flat as a little pancake.
Yeah, so it was interesting. We see interesting things when we go geocaching, I'm just saying. So yeah, it was up to the point of itching of death. It wasn't too bad.
Okay, well, let's stop talking about it. My foot's itching now.
So did you get your souvenir? That's the big thing. Number 2 of 3 was this weekend. Now, the upcoming weekend, this Saturday, is International Geocaching Day, which you can get another souvenir. And then a week after that is the 3rd mission from Mission GC. So if you like souvenirs this month, this is a good time to pick them up. I do have a question about this, though. Did you actually get this email, Amy?
What?
I got a thing from geocaching.com that said, "Congratulations, Agent HeadHardHat."
Oh, yes, I did.
And it said, come and see this cool thing that is available to you.
Yeah, and you click on it, and it's like, you can buy this.
Yes, you can go to their store and buy stuff.
X.
I was kind of curious how people thought about that. It was basically a marketing thing that said, "You liked Mission 1 and Mission 2. Why don't you get on board and come to our store and buy stuff?" So they've got like the Mission GC patch and the Mission GC path tag and the Mission GC geocoin and a couple other things. And I'm like, really? Marketing? Really?
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
disappointed.
If they would have actually said this before all of this, I think that would have actually gone over better because it was something that you could get into and, you know, if you really wanted to, because it was kind of fun. I have to admit, the first two were kind of cool. But then to suddenly throw the marketing curve on it, I kind of went, meh. So I was kind of curious what you find folks thought about that as well.
Some people just deleted the email.
Okay, fair enough. That's kind of what I figured too. It could have come across.
Oh, that's a good thought. Maybe just a few people bought the ducks.
Oh, the ducks, yeah.
And that's way of making up for.
It could be. But I just thought if they would have,
don't do that to me. Come on.
Yeah, not 3/4 of the way through and say, hey, by the way, here's the merchandise.
Yeah.
Do it at the front and say, hey, by the way, if you really want to get into this, here's some stuff. Okay, cool. That at least I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
And the options
available me
right
with it. I hate that.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way in and say, hey, buy our stuff. And it's like, I don't know, not so much. So anyways, okay, level 14 ping of.
Guess. Really?
Battlefield Earth.
Yes, that's it.
Ah.
I'm still on 20. I don't play a lot anymore.
I'm 22. Just saying.
Whatever.
I don't play it a lot.
Compared to what?
In my waking hours or sleeping hours, I don't.
When you're asleep, you don't.
No. I may play it a bit. A little here. The game that shall not be named. There's been a couple of times I'm supposed to do something for her. I'm off someplace playing the game. And
I say, you're where? He goes, well, I'm like, why aren't you wherever?
Yes.
Because I'm here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It doesn't go well from there.
Yeah. It's interesting. So yeah. Anyways, I'm eventually gonna cool off of it. You cooled off after a week.
Oh yeah.
You were like,
yeah. I get bored quick.
And then it's rough for me because I'm like going, hey, look at that. And then we got nothing to talk about because she doesn't want to play it anymore. And it's like,
I play it some when we're together, but
yeah. Anyways, cool things coming up geocaching wise.
And we do have stuff to talk about.
We got stuff to talk about. Like what?
Oh my God.
You mean like interrelational type talking, like husband, wife type things?
Yes, as a couple, we have stuff
as a
to
couple.
Talk. Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about things.
Oh my God, here we go. Okay, just do the show.
So here's geocaching.
Good grief.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, Amy does not have that long of a expanse when it comes to new stuff. Geocaching is probably the only thing that has interested her for a length of time. Other than that, not so much.
Yeah, games really don't. I'm not a gamer.
Yeah.
I just really am not.
That was one of the negatives on my pro con list if I was going to marry her or not. Not really a gamer. That's a con.
No, I really am not.
Yeah.
But I never have been. I've always been one to go out and do stuff.
Yeah. Now, Pink put in the chat room he hasn't been geocaching at all. I'm sorry. When you go outside and your lungs inflame because it's so freaking hot out. They said, I read somewhere that this has been the hottest, or we had the hottest July ever recorded, period. Yeah. So it's like, I remember when I moved here in, it's so hot. It's like, and then to add the high humidity, and you got air that you can chew and not breathe.
Yes.
And it's really not fun to go out while you're doing that.
No, it's not.
So yeah, it's when I moved here in 2007, I thought I moved to hell. But it may not have been as hot as this month total per day through the whole thing.
Yeah.
But back then we had like a week and a half of over 100-degree days.
Yeah, the temperature may have been over 100.
And we were in the middle of what they called the 500-year drought.
Yeah.
So where Falls Lake, which is the main reservoir for the Raleigh area, was Falls Creek. There was nothing but a little stream that went through where the lake was. So I remember they actually turned down, in many of the cases, they turned down the terrain from 5s to like a 2 because you could walk to the islands.
You see how it do
instead of a kayak. Yeah.
Yeah, or swimming.
Oh yeah. So I got pictures. I mean, that was something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hot and it's not comfortable.
No.
I got
nobody's going to get geocaching.
Yeah, I got a kick out of the people that went to the Cache Bash in West Bend.
Yeah.
And they were saying how hot it was. It was in the low 80s. I would kill.
That's so nice.
I would kill for low 80s. I'm just saying. So yeah, it's been warm. It's been warm. And just now, I looked at the next 10 days.
Yeah.
And we are starting to go into upper 80s, mid 80s in another week.
So excited about it.
It's like, wow.
It's like relief.
It is so fun not to watch bugs just explode in midair.
They hit cement and they're like,
yeah.
The ants.
Oh, yeah. So that's how that goes.
Yes.
All right. Good show tonight. Lots of good stuff to talk about. Got a little bit of how-to for you. So this will be a lot of fun. And we'll go from there. But yeah, if we seem a little off, back when we were talking about with the little bugs of which yes, and thank you. We went through
yeah, I bet you can see it from there.
I bet. Yeah, they said that here in Arizona it's not quite hell, but you can see it from here. Yeah, hot stuff. So yeah, if we're yes, we are, by the way, Cloak and Dagger. We right now we are looking not for here.
No.
Different show.
Hey, if you're interested.
No. You don't get off that easy. We are looking for the Geocaching Podcast. We are looking for a fourth host. For the people that signed in for it, they're going to get an email tomorrow. I just haven't had time to do it. We've got over a half a dozen right now. People that have signed up, and we are going to.
Is that 7?
That is 6.
That's over a half a dozen. A half a dozen is 6.
I'm going to say yes just to do it. Yes, we have 7. Mr. Need a Body put in just a minute ago. So yes, we have a bunch of people that have already put in. If you are interested, please send your just do GCPC host requests and send it to HeadHardHat at geocachingpodcast.com. And what we're going to do, since apparently we're going to have quite a few.
Okay. Email address again?
Yes. The email address again is HeadHardHat at geocachingpodcast.com. And just in the subject line, put host request. And what we're going to do, we're going to get the guys together, and we're going to, just before the first week of September, we're going to pick the top 4 that we want to interview. And then we are going to have them come on individually on shows and do a show with us. And kind of get an idea of what's going on. And then we're going to ask the audience, our viewers and listeners, to send in which one they prefer. And then we will go from there. We'll have a say in part of it, but a lot of it's going to be based off of the viewers. So that's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just how it is. Yes, you do have to have a mic and headphones. The main reason is the mic goes directly. You get a clear sound through.
Now, can they use little
earbuds? Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
you don't
if
need.
you have a mic on your computer,
you still need a mic.
Can that work? Or
no, it's not as good because you get a lot of echo and you get a lot of other distractions. If you can just get a basic $25 mic,
that'll work.
Okay. Yeah, and go that way.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to be looking for a host. Sometimes we'll think about looking for a hostess on this show, but I'm just saying. So yeah, all right, we're running a little late. But yeah, we are looking for a host for the geocaching podcast. So we can't miss Amy. She's too nice and wonderful. And I'm just saying.
Okay, good.
I think it's time for us to start.
Yeah, we need to move on.
We need to move on.
Yeah.
All right. So
we're already late.
Let me get the overlay up. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Good things. And I think you're going to like this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun. Got a little how-to into it. And so I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to bring this up here. There it is. All right, folks, sit back, relax, get your favorite libation, your favorite snack. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast is going to be coming at you right about now. Well, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. I'm your host, Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and I'm here with the wonderful, the delightful, the itchy. That's without the B, that's just the itch. The itchy wife, Amy. How you doing, darling, as your arm Tourette's kick in? Wow, that was quick.
I'm itchy.
She's a little irritable. Yeah, I'm just saying. We had a very, very interesting weekend. We'll get into that in a minute. Let me get past this.
We cannot talk about that anymore.
We are recording live at the GeoSnippets Studios here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is August 18th, 2016. And we went out for our souvenir. And I'll make it quick, darling. I'll make it quick.
Because I'm already itching. Come
on. Yes. Basically, long story short, if you didn't see the thing on Facebook that we put out a couple days ago, I did. And basically, while we were getting the geocache for the souvenir, which was the type that I'm trying to think of, the multi-cache.
Yeah.
When we were going for it, we ended up stepping in basically a chigger nest. And long story short, because it was bad, from basically waist down, for the most part, we're covered in chicker bites. And they are very itchy and very painful. And we're on the other end of it now, but the past few days have been excruciating. And let's just say if we could drink Benadryl instead of spraying it on our legs, we probably would have. So very, very painful. Got the souvenir. Just really, really nasty bites. Lots of them. And it takes 2 weeks to heal. So I'm just saying. So I'll leave it there, because if I start talking about it, we're going to start itching, and we don't want to do that.
I'm all right. Too late.
Too late? But did you get your souvenir? That's what we're wondering. This one was really cool. The idea was to go out and get a multi-cache. We don't know what the third one is. That's for another 2 weeks yet. But overall, I think the concept that geocaching.com came up with, this every 2 weeks or so, go find a different type of geocache. This has been a lot more pleasant than past ideas. I think it doesn't seem like work. It doesn't seem overly difficult, even though the puzzles have been very nicely done.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like work.
It's not shoving it down your throat saying do all this and try to get it done in time to get it.
Now, I didn't like the surprise email that we got.
That was interesting. I don't know if you got this or not. If you're a premium member, you probably did. You get this congratulations, fill in your geocaching name for working on the Mission GC project that we've been doing. Congratulations. You're doing a great job. By the way, just for you, be sure to click on this link and check out further things that you can get for it. So you click on the link.
I thought it was like a prize or something.
I thought it was too. I thought, hey, cool. And it's like, hey, maybe it's something neat and let's check it out. Yeah. It's merchandise. It was a commercial.
Yeah.
For Mission GC where you could get things like the patch or the geocoin or the path tag or some other couple of things that were involved with it. But it's like 2/3 of the way in this thing and suddenly you're throwing in your merchandising.
Yeah. Well, and some people did buy the coin and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But I'm like you. Tell me that at the beginning.
Yes, that would have been much
further
better.
Along, here's some tools that might enhance your caching trips or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't like it.
It wasn't. Like it just didn't feel right. That 2/3 of the way in. Hey, by the way, great job. Here's our stuff. Why don't you buy some?
Ding yourself.
I am.
Ding yourself.
I will ding myself. But it's like it just came across funny for me. I don't know how. I'm curious from you folks how you felt about it, if you even cared. Bible Man Rick asked, "Are we going to Going Geocaching event this year?" I think so.
I think so.
We are tossed and we are in a bit of a struggle because Going Caching is on the exact day that the Coin Fest is. And we haven't gone to the Coin Fest in a million years. That's supposed to be spectacular. And
but it's the time travel thing.
The time travel thing for Going Caching, which we love.
But and we also have a family member who is terminally ill.
Yeah, so we're kind of stuck in a couple of things.
We're kind of conflict is definitely the right word for that.
We haven't discussed it in great detail. To be honest with you, I would much rather go back to Rome, Georgia.
Yeah.
And go there than out into, even though I would love to go to Kansas, I would love to do that. If I got the druthers, I'm going to go to Georgia.
Yeah, so, I agree.
So just saying. So yeah, we are planning on going to that.
Apparently, we've made our decision,
and we're going to, not early. We're going to discuss it, but that's where I'm kind of going for.
Oh yeah, if I had to choose, I would choose that.
So that means we got to work on our costumes. Just saying.
Oh,
they got like 5 different things that you can go. Yes, I love steampunk. So I don't know which ones. Because they've got some of their coins that they've got already are based off of the main time ones.
Yes.
And there's one in particular that I want because everybody's going to go Doctor Who or
Star Trek.
Or not necessarily Star Trek, but Back to the Future and some of this. One of the other ones is one of the ones that are back in the Twilight Zone days. And I can't remember the name of the show. But that one was interesting as well. So yeah, time travel will be fun. Let's see, moving on since we got there. So how can you watch the show live or generally get in touch with us or send us ointment? I'm just saying. Don't do that. It's awesome. Watch the live feed. Join us in the chat room by going to www.geosnippits.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We do our pre-show that's on 8 o'clock on just before the show. The show before the show on Thursdays as well. We also have all our social media links included for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Those are the ones that you really want to get into. One is YouTube. Go to HeadHardHat's YouTube channel and just click subscribe or do it up on the GeoSnippits website. It takes 2 seconds. Just click it and you're there. And then also what will happen is every time we do a podcast or anytime we put out a vlog or anything like that, it automatically goes into your subscribe bucket. And then that way you can just go right there and see our stuff anytime you want. It's really, really cool. Finally, we have our voicemail line where you can call in your comments, your questions, and suggestions by calling 919-341-9519. Or you don't even have to worry about phone charges and just go to geosnippits.com or geosnippitsreboot.com and select the send voicemail tab on the right-hand side of our screen. Just click on that and you get up to 3 minutes using SpeakPipe to tell us anything about stuff that you want about the show, things that you have comments from past shows, questions you have for the host or hostess that you would like to have us answer, anything like that. Put them on there and we will get them in and do them on the show. Very, very cool. All right. This week, wife Amy, we have some news instead of viewer feedback. While I don't even want to know what you're talking about.
Okay. No, I was watching something.
Okay. Are you watching more cat videos again?
No, I was watching a dancing kiwi. Celebrating geocaching.
Right.
Big day with a new souvenir. It's International Geocaching Day. This Saturday, August 20th, is International Geocaching Day. Is the perfect day to get outside, away from cheers, find a few dozen caches, and spend the time with your fellow players. By finding a geocache or attending an event on this special day, you'll earn the International Geocaching Day 2016 souvenir. And new this year, Trackables competing in the HQ Duck Dash are racing to events held in the International Geocaching Day. Don't forget to bring any participating Trackables you've picked up to an event with you.
Excellent. So yeah, this Saturday, I got to see if there's an event this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'll be cool. Now, our stuff's been picked up. I think mine got placed in the cache, and that's the last I've heard of it. Do you know if yours is still running?
That's the last I heard of mine.
All right, we'll have to check. Once. All right, so we'll have to see what's going on. Hopefully they'll make it to an event. That's one of the things. If you've got a Duck Dash trackable, take it to the event on Saturday, because that's one of the things
we're keeping you awake.
I am sorry.
Every week. Well, we go through this.
Well, this one of the things that I found out the side effect of chiggers bites are, if you get enough of them, is that you can get actually flu-like symptoms. And I've kind of had that today. That's why if I see
I think it's psychosomatic.
Okay.
In your head.
My psychic. I am psychic, so that would be.
I think it's in your head. I think you've talked yourself into it.
I don't think so. But anyway, I'm not 100%. I don't feel overly great, so that can happen from too many chigger bites. All right, good stuff. And let's move on to the GSRP, the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast geocaching poll of the week. And wife Amy, if you want to, let's go over that. And I will bring this up for you, my love, for you to talk about.
As he says, random stuff to keep from having dead airspace. Right?
What's that? I do not understand what you're talking about.
Okay. What are we talking about? The question. Yes. Have you ever set, well, I was talking about phones. Have you ever set a travel bug or geocoin goal to come back to you? And it did.
Okay.
At 20%, yes. Wow.
I'm surprised it's that many.
Yeah, I am too. At 28%, never did this. And 52%, no.
Okay. Yeah, no, I expect the no to be actually a lot higher.
Yeah. Well, I expected the yes to be lower.
A lot lower. So yeah. Have you ever done that? Send out a travel bug and then the instructions have it go to a place. And then after it reaches said place, have it come back home to you and successfully have that happen. Apparently quite a few have.
Huh. Somebody say, yes, I have, and no, it hasn't. All right.
And there are those. So, yeah. So that's how that one goes. Pretty cool. Let's see. Next. I think it's time to move on to the next section. Why don't we do that? Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by gxproxy.com and gxproxy.eu for our friends in Europe. Cachers serious about leaving their mark.
Huh. And also by coinsandpins.com, the best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippits links and use the promo code HeadHardHat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified of when new coins and patches are available for sale. We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors. And if you want to see more of their products, be sure to go to our GeoSnippits websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Now, I have to make a comment. Bible Man Rick says he's going to an event
I wondered
Saturday
if you were going to see that.
Called the Mothman Geo Trail. Does anybody get back from that?
Awesome.
Yes, the Mothman Geo Trail, which is GC6 GF3Q.
I'm sorry, but that's where.
Does anybody get back from that?
That's road trip worthy.
Fun.
He says right when you get work.
Moving on.
I bet that coin will come home.
I bet. Let's move this. Yeehaw! Yep. Geocaching Traveler Display Cases. GeoSnippets episode 171.
That was not heartfelt.
That was not a heartfelt yeehaw?
No, it was.
Yeehaw! Yep.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I think I hurt myself.
It sounded like you did, but it was more heartfelt.
Something strained.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now it itches. So,
welcome to my world.
There we go. So anyways, interesting ideas from around the web to display your favorite geocaching travelers, aka your geocoins, your path tags, your travel bugs, other travelers, t-shirts, tattoos. If you want to have a geocaching taboo, I want to know what it is. Tattoo slags, etc. Now, one of the ideas that, quite frankly, we stole from one of the folks that are in the actual chat room tonight.
He knows who he is.
He knows who he is, Bible Man Rick. We did a hangout for
like a year
ago or so. And the idea was just to meet other geocachers and have a good time. I know it's a really fun thing. Behind Bible Man Rick, we saw a very cool display for path tags.
Yeah. And we're like, hey.
And we said,
where did you get that?
We can steal that idea. I mean, where did you get that? And he explained how it was made. And we have made several of these. So one of the ones that we did, and I'll show you here. This is for...
There you go.
There you go. So you can see it a little better. Yeah, there we go. This is for path tags. It's not quite full yet. We've got actually several we got to put back in here for this. But it's very cool, very heavy, actually it is now. But it's nothing more than a picture frame. And we're going to give you some instructions how you can make your own, so that you can make your own path tag display case. So let's face it.
Courtesy of Bible Man Rick.
Courtesy, and thank you to Bible Man Rick for the original idea.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. I've had books and books and books of geocoins and path tags. And they're fine. Some people like taking them to events and where people can discover things, that kind of fun stuff. But it's really not displaying them out in a way that other people can appreciate it. Now, if you watch GeoSnippits over its inception of several years now, you will see the number of boxes behind us as they have grown over the years, because we keep adding and we keep making more. So this to me is a much cooler thing to do, to show other people your geocaching coolness. So a lot of people do these, they make these displays, they put them in their front room or the den room or the man cave or the place where the wife doesn't care that you put it. And it's
if your wife is cool, she'll hang hers next to you.
Exactly. Only because she wants to label it under her collection. I'm just saying. But it's neat, and it's a great way to share. And other people go, well, that's cool. I remember one time it was neat. I was in here just for fun. the power went out. And
so
I turned around and most of the coins behind me were glowing. I'm like I didn't even know they glue in the dark. Yeah. It's like going in the backyard and seeing fireflies. So it's that kind of a thing. So it's just a cool way of showing off your geocaching stuff. Yes, absolutely, Mr. Rick. So we thought it'd be cool to just kind of talk about some of the different options you have to get those things out of the old dusty books and out and displayed for other people to see it. So one of the things we're going to tell you how to do tonight is how to make one of these for your path tags or your X tags or any of the ones that fit in there. GeoCoins work with this, but they work much better with the cases, and we'll show you what those look like too. So let's start this. How to make a path tag display case. Basically what you need, you can go to any craft store or what have you. We go to Michael's all the time. And Michael's is a craft store that has literally just about everything.
Or you could go to Hobby Lobby or
any of those things.
Walmart.
Yeah. Even. The cool thing that we like about this is every once in a while they have sales on their display boxes and their picture frames for like buy one, get one free, you know, that kind of thing.
They're having for 50% off.
Yeah. They'll have a nice sales, and it's more often than not that they're going on. Yeah. So we get a lot of ours there. So you get yourself a picture frame. Now you get the frame, the outside that you want. I tend to like the black ones for some reason. And whatever floats your boat as far as your picture frame, because that part isn't really relevant, except for how you want it to look in your display. Go and then get, now this is a 8x10 picture frame. Go to Staples or one of the other computer stores and get yourself some Avery magnetic sheets. And basically what they're made for is it's literally for that. One side is printable and you can print something on the side. The back of it's a magnet. So if you cut it out, you can turn it into your refrigerator magnets or whatever that way. You want a whole sheet and you want it to match the size of your picture frame. So if you have to use 2 sheets, okay, use 2 sheets, whatever you want to do for it. The trick is you turn the magnet sheet with the magnet facing out. So it's going to be black like this. All right. So if you wondered how you got the cool background to be black like this, that's because that's the magnet side for those. You put it inside and you put it to the back. I would even go as far as taking a little bit of glue and glue it to the backing of, this thing here. Glue it to that so that it stays flat, which works really good. Start placing your tags in the way that you want. And I've seen people do all sorts of creative designs with them. Keep in mind, because path tags are magnetic, they will stick very well with it, but depending on how strong the Avery magnetic sheet is, they may slide a bit. So you have to really kind of be careful how you put it when you actually try to put everything together. Yeah. And it's as simple as that. You make your arrangement. You have the backing. You put the frame and the glass on top of it. And you tighten down the back like you would for any of the other ones with these little spiky things here. And voila, you've got yourself this really cool display that, costs you a couple bucks to make, and it looks awesome. So very, very cool. And just have fun with that. Some people do the one where there's maybe their collection is only, 4 or 5 path tags. So
I was so sad when I first started.
So you get in a small frame and you put them in that.
He's like, I got to get you a small frame. I'm like, no, I'm going to get there. So you get me a big frame.
So that's when she got into her path tag collecting.
Yeah.
And built it in.
Man, the mail started coming. It was awesome. Yes. I'd get mail almost every day.
Yeah.
More path tags.
Yep.
I was like, I only have 4.
They came quick.
Yeah.
After that.
It was awesome.
So she filled hers up, and thanks to you fine folks, and now she has a collection.
Yes.
But it's up, and you can see it.
Okay. Now there is a question in the chat room.
Okay.
And it's actually kind of legitimate.
Okay. Kind of legitimate?
Yeah.
Slightly illegitimate?
No, it's a kind of legitimate question.
Okay, what's up?
They want to know why us North Americans,
here we go,
like coins. Is it just a thing, or is there some cultural significance?
Personally, I'm a pirate at heart, and I like shinies.
Okay, somebody said we just like shiny things.
We just like shiny things.
And I said, well, we trade the little path tags.
Yes. Now, some parts of the world may not have this as much.
Right.
In North America, when you go to Coin Fest, oh my gosh, you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of geocachers bringing whatever collective shinies that they've got to trade with each other. In the old days, when you went to a mega event, there would be a whole evening event just for trading geocoins. Just geocoins. Over time, that went to about half and half with geocoins and path tags.
Right.
Now it's mostly all path tags.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It has gone that way. People love path tags. They only cost a couple of bucks to make them. They're tradable. They're swag. And you just go. I mean, people come in with whole size fishing boxes just filled with these things.
Yeah. But you can use them as swag in geocachers.
Yes.
And if people will actually use them as significant to signify events, like
absolutely,
getting married or the death of a pet or
fun things.
Well, I say that just because I had it in my mind because of somebody else the other day.
Right.
Or the birth of a child.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Or if you like Daffy Duck. I mean, it can be anything.
It doesn't matter.
It literally can be anything. There are so many different colors and quality that comes in with having path tags made. X tags are getting that way now too. We just had somebody send us a couple of X tags that we want to thank too for that as well.
Yeah.
So it's they're cool things. We do like shinies. We just do like shinies.
I am a huge shiny person.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell. And so coins
fall right into that.
I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, I look for coins.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. If there's a butterfly or a hummingbird or dragonflies.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Dragonflies are good too.
Yeah.
Especially dragonflies.
Yeah.
Kiwis. I would get a kiwi in a heartbeat. Yep.
All right.
So yeah.
So what we're going to show you tonight is some other stuff that goes on. So you can go to places like Pinterest. Guys, hush up. It's just a place to go deal with it. Pinterest is a great thing to do. If you go to Pinterest and just put in the words geocaching display case, it will come up with some really, really cool stuff. So what I want to do is come over here.
I wish it told you how many options you have. How many
with what?
Or how many things it came up with
ideas. Oh, there's tons.
Well, I know, but it doesn't say here's tons of options for you.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring up for you this screen so you can see it.
Ooh, a coffee table.
See, this is how it starts. There is so many different.
And there goes my chair.
So many different display cases that you can see with this. No, this site is not just for girls. Pinterest actually has a lot of, if you want to come up with creative ideas for geocaching, this is the place to go. So if you put in geocaching display and case in the search, you'll get something like this up here. Some of the things that they have that are really, really cool. For example, how to display coins.
I love
as you
that
can see right
box.
Here. Very similar to what we did with path tags. Very similar to what we did with path tags with that. Really, really cool idea using a picture frame and just going crazy. One of the other ones. Now, I saw with here.
One moment.
Okay. Wife Amy's doing something while you're doing this.
My chair.
Yeah. One of the other things that I thought is awesome with this is making a coffee table for something like this to go through and just find your favorite geocaching swag, the stuff that you've picked up over time, your lariats that you get from going to mega events.
I could put cachet in there.
You could put cachet and all sorts of stuff and just put in all sorts of different coffee table things. I think this is a great idea to go through and just put different collections in. I think that is fantastic for stuff like
now,
that.
If I could just use a saw.
You may know somebody who can. I'm digging this. I really like, basically this is made for doing coins, but having that old glass case over the top of them to keep everything from getting dusty, and yet still being able to have this really remarkable display for your coins. I think this would look awesome on a mantle or on a shelf. Yeah. Very, very cool. Very much like display cases for things like that. Different types of ways of portraying your coins.
I don't like that. Okay. I mean, I like it, but I don't, because
there needs to be more coins as far as I'm concerned.
Duh.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a cover.
Okay.
In my opinion.
There needs to be a cover for that?
A cover over top of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want to take everything off and dust it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I see that, and I see crevices with dust and grime and dirt and grossness.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great way to promote, honey. That's good.
It's a great idea for people who don't have 7 animals.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, all right.
Fair enough.
It's a beautiful way to display if you don't have 7 animals.
Plenty of different types of cases.
Yes,
that you can put things in. I think are awesome.
Yeah,
I like that. Like that. That is very nice. Yeah. That's some work there.
Yeah.
To make it from hand and go this way.
Yeah. You could use recycled wood out of places.
Right. Exactly. All right. So
Lazy Susan, that's good.
Is that what it is?
No. He said you could put a Lazy Susan under that pedestal. I said needed a cover.
Right.
He said you could put a Lazy Susan under it and spin it.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. Display cases for path tags. Let's go over some of these, because there is a bunch with this. And let me see if I can bring this up here. I just got to get this over. There we are. And hello. Oh, wait, I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry, bad me. Screen share. That's what I want. All right, back to this. Lots of cool stuff. I love the creativity with path tags.
I love that little box.
Displaying it. Which one?
Down. Over one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've seen this. We've been at let's see, view image. So that way you can see it. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not
good at all.
No.
All right, we'll leave it at this. I haven't seen it with the metal like this. Very, very cool. But basically for your geocoins, to have a cube with 8 of your favorites or 5 of your favorites, depending, or 6 to a cube, Andy. So you could have 5 here and 1 muffled at the bottom, or just put 5 and go that way. But yeah, great way to display your geocoins for something like that. The ones that I like, now this is something we actually have in the back wall, which is the United States lower 50, and basically you can put in quite a few geo or path tags in this. And there's a lot of different shapes with stuff out now. Yeah. I'm seeing people get very artistic where you have these with the wall murals, that side, this side. There you go.
Right here.
Yes. So yeah, you can go through and just make all sorts of shapes, big murals. I seen somebody do an entire oak tree that would fill up an entire side of a wall and just have it made for covering path tags. That's a lot of path tags. I'm just saying, that's a lot to go through. But displays for it, they're just awesome. You can do anything where you can go through and just show.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Very, very cool. Lots and lots of ideas. I'm really digging this thing with the log. So basically what they do is they like take a log and make probably about a 1/2 inch slice through the entire log and then drill the holes in. Now, the cool thing, and this is a secret again, like we talked before, path tags are magnetic, or can be magnetic. With a magnet, they're able to stick. So what happens is you put in the holes for the size of the path tag, and then you make a smaller hole that fits a small magnet, and then they'll just stick, which is great. Awesome stuff. But I'm digging the look of the log. That is really nice. All right. Huh. Just tons and tons of ideas that are out there that you can go through. Something as simple as made for one, something that's made for a small display, and then you can get into the larger displays as well. And we'll show some of those now as well. So let's get back to this. And one of the things that you want to look into, going to your craft store, usually the larger one, like I said, we use Michael's, and picking up something like this.
So somebody posted about the coins,
right,
and gave a little bit of history about it, and mentioned challenge coins from the military.
Oh yeah, that's very big. Military ship coins, huge.
And public safety, fire departments, and police departments specifically do challenge coins as well.
Right.
So that's a very interesting point that you brought up, because it may actually be the origination of
geocoins,
of the geocoin.
Yeah,
so I don't know that to be a fact, but it could be.
Well, keep in mind
very nice.
The original geocoins started in Canada, the ones that were originally minted.
Yeah.
So that's just something that you can think of with this. Yeah. But yes, military coins are very, very
they are
big.
Yeah.
Into things like that. And some friends of mine that have had me on their show have remarked about the coins behind me and go, "Oh, is those military coins?" No, those are geocoins. Yeah. And got to explain it. Anyways, one of the displays that you might want to consider is this guy right here. This is your standard studio decor coin case, or what they call a coin case and trinket display. It's 8-inch by 14.8 inch. Or if you really want to know, 20.3 centimeters by 37.5 centimeters. And it's a nice case, opens up in the front, has a nice little groove on each one of the shelves for the coins to lean in. And this you can get for about $20 at many of the stores that are out there. And if you can get them, a lot of times you get them for buy one, get one free. And you can get them for half price. So that's one of the cool things that you can do for displays. And all the ones that we have behind us, or most of the ones we have behind us, are in those type of boxes. And it's really nice because you could get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 4, so 24 geocoins in each. And it sounds like, wow, that's a lot of coins. It's not.
It's really not.
If you like shinies, that gets filled pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I said before, if you look at the earlier shows to where we are now, well, we got to reinvent how we're going to do the wall, because we need a couple more boxes to go up. Anywho, so that's how those go. Lots and lots of different display items.
We have to put some of the boxes out in the living room.
Hey, whatever works that goes with that. Very, very neat. Mm-hmm. If you want to get out of, if the guys are ready to turn in their man card because they're in Pinterest so much.
Oh, they are closet Pinterest people. I don't even want to hear that.
You can go to the internet. If you go into the image area of Google in images and just put in geocaching path tag display cases, you will get something that looks like, as this comes up, there it is. You will see something like this. And it's a lot of the similar things that you've seen on Pinterest. A couple of new things. But
There's a wooden nickel, looks like.
Yep, you got wooden nickels. You've got...
Oh, look at that one on the right.
This one here?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not even sure what that is.
Oh, it's a coin. No wonder.
It's a geocoin. Marvelous Nature Geocoin.
That is gorgeous. Where do we get that?
We will look that up later. Thank you, wife Amy.
Like, woo, that's pretty.
Cool things that you can do.
Oh, and you've heard about the
Yes, yes. No, no. The ammo boxes.
No. The Earth coin.
Yeah, there's Earth coins that are out.
No, the endangered Earth coin.
Yes, that just came out. Coins and pins, if I remember correctly.
It's really nice.
Okay,
y'all
good stuff.
To check it out.
But the displays here are just awesome. I just GeoCoin addict on Pinterest. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Know what you're talking about. Lots of good stuff. But again, this is just on the internet. You don't have to go to Pinterest, all of it, but it points this stuff at Pinterest. I'm just saying.
And yes, Google has this stuff too.
Yes. So you can Google all the different things for display coins with that as well. And then there's other ones where you can go into GeoCoin display cases. Also, if you go into Google for Google images and see cool things. Now, I like this. This looks very professional, but you only can, this is more like for storage as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's not display.
It's really got all those cool
You put
things.
Your favorites on the top though.
Yeah, but it's, pull out the ones that you want when you want and go that way. I just like the case. I just like the drawers.
Oh, the case is beautiful.
Yeah, very nicely done. And then you've got your, nice little display that I would rather put a dagger or my magical weaponry or whatever in these, and then go from there. Very, very nice. I don't know.
I know you don't know.
I'm just going from there.
I know.
Yeah.
Hootsuite.
Hootsuite. Yeah, Hootsuite got into that. There we go. But yeah, just great ideas for this. Beautiful, beautiful displays.
Yep.
For putting out there. And it's right there. All you have to do is check it out on the internet, and away you go with that.
Yep.
Excellent stuff. All right. Other things that you can look into are just plain good old-fashioned shadow boxes, which are really neat. We saw a couple of them while we were looking at the images here, but I actually made my first one. It's not great, but it's kind of a preliminary idea for stuff to do. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay. So this is this. Basically, shadow boxes are anywhere from an inch to several inches deep. It has a glass front and then a standard backing for something like that. And this is what I did with this. So basically, it's got a map on the back for the people that can see here. It's got a map on the back, and then I took a bunch of lanyards and those name cards from different mega events, from like Geo Woodstocks that I've been to and other major events, and different things that I've picked over time. I mean, normally, what do? We take this stuff and we put it in a drawer someplace and we forget about it.
Yeah.
I've seen things where people have gone through and done stuff with their swag and with different items that they've found in geocaches over time, and travel bugs and things like that, and just fill it up with stuff like that. And
that's what I want to do.
It just makes a really, really cool display, and that way people will go, oh, Geo Woodstock 9, or whatever,
or 13
or whatever. Here's where we did with going caching, and then with the Munsey group, stuff like that. The peace sign from that people were giving out at Geo Woodstock. I mean, there's tons of things that you can do with shadow boxes and display them as well.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And there's not a whole lot to it. I mean, you just glue stuff on or make it so that they hang on things, and away you go.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to use that again. It's just stuff that's going to sit in the drawer somewhere collecting dust. Now you can put it out and make a whole theme for a room or a studio.
And just dust the frame.
Yeah. Lots of other good stuff out there. If you want to check out online stores, if you really like path tags and you want some cool ideas from that, check out the Wooden Nickel Geocoins company. You can see them online.
Those are really neat.
And we'll have links to them on the show notes for where you can go through and they're the ones that make like the ammo boxes with the different sizes that you can put the path tags all the way around them. Very, very cool design for something like that for a display. lots of things that you can do. You're getting itchy, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been itchy the whole show.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
All right. And then I've got another link in here that I'll just talk about really quick. If you really want to get into making professional type display, I'll bring it up just for fun, just so you can see it. If you really want to get into making,
I like the wall shelving there, right, that bookshelf.
Let's
stuff.
show them what we got so that we'll share it here. Here's a link
left
to making professional display cases, and we're not talking little ones here.
No.
Okay, which one you like? This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring that up. So yeah, you've got all sorts of...
I would stain it like a darker color,
right?
A stain color.
It's just basically modular with an open look to it for you to put whatever you want. Here they're doing dishes.
Yeah. So anybody who's handy.
Yeah. And there are just tons and tons of ideas that you can do.
Yeah.
This is the one I like.
Palettes.
This is the one I like. If you're into superheroes,
I am.
Including a full-size Batman here.
You got a full-size Thor. We're talking. We might can work something out.
Anywho, if you're really into displaying stuff, this is the link you're going to want to look into. And sometimes
you can get the glass display cases from businesses that are going out of business.
Yeah.
And you can get them like dirt cheap or even free.
Yeah. Here's that thing where you can easily convert it into a thing for holding geocoins using the pocket watch display case and come up with a different set of inners to put your coins in. Just tons and tons of stuff. Literally 1,000 different types of display cases. So if you're really, really into showing off your stuff, this is a link that you want. We'll have it in the show notes for you to check out.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I love it. I mean, you could really get into some creative stuff there.
Yeah. We got some display cases that work from a grocery store that was a drugstore. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
A store that was going out of business.
Right.
And I'm like, all right. So we got a bunch of fire stuff that's
people are going IKEA. Yay. Yeah. There you go.
Road trip. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like 4 hours down the street from us.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Well, we hope you enjoyed that little, hopefully this planted some seeds for things that you want to do for displaying your own geocaching memorabilia.
Yeah.
Because there's dozens of ways to do it.
I need some pallets to make this stuff.
All right. Good stuff. Let's move on.
Your support helps keep all of the GeoSnippits Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts and your ongoing entertainment. From all of us at GeoSnippits, we thank you.
Absolutely. And as we, it's, believe it or not, we're starting to get to the far end of 2016.
That went quick.
That went quick. And we're starting to get to the point where down the road in a few months, the bigger bills come in for the show, all the hosting and other things that happen that basically the monies that it takes to do a podcast each and every week, the bigger bills show up at the end of the year. So we're just kind of putting this out. Please consider becoming a patron to our show. Go to geosnippets.com or geosnippetsreboot.com. And on the side of the website is our PayPal and our Patreon logos. Just click on there. If you can throw us a couple of dollars a week or a month, whatever you can afford, we would greatly, greatly appreciate that. So it literally helps keep the lights on so we can keep doing the show for you fine folks each and every week. For the folks that are doing it right now, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. For the people that are on the fence for it, now's the time to start considering if you want to be a contributing factor to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe. Again, we thank you very, very much for that. All right, let's move on. All right. It's time for the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cash Stash. So let me explain what this is. We have some of the best, hang in there, baby, We have some of the best companies in the geocaching world that, quite frankly, want you fine folks to come on by and buy their products. So to promote their products, they send them off to us, and we turn them into prizes and give them off to you fine folks each and every week. That's the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cash Stash. So for last week, which was episode 170, sorry, we had, let's go over, if you would, wife Amy, the prize.
It was from cache-events.com. It was Dr. B's newbie kit.
This is really, really sweet. It's a self-contained kit. It has everything you want to do to put a small geocache, plus all other things that you will need for down the road for like a geo repair kit. It's just a very, very cool, handy way for you to learn about geocaching and also have everything you need to start off and make your own geocache. So that's Dr. B's newbie kit from cache-advance.com.
Yep. Okay. The question was, how many people must log into an event to make it a gig event? It was over 5,000.
Yep, over 5,000 people to have an official giga.
That's a lot of
We have not had one in the United States that I am aware of. They have had them in Europe, but they have not had them.
They probably have them all the time there.
There's a lot of people that go. So yes, they have that.
Germany.
All right, so let me tell you how this works. As wife Amy flips her magic coin, I have here a random number generator. In here is a number between 1 and the total number of correct answers that were sent in to us.
It's not 4.
Let's say, for example, it was 4. I also have on here, as I bring this up, I also have all the answers that were sent in to us. Now, if it was 4 and wife Amy flipped heads, we would count down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top, and that would be our winner. If she did tails, we would count up 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom. That would be our winner. And that way it gives a little bit of randomness to the winner each and every week. So, wife Amy, are we going heads down or tails up?
Heads.
Heads. All right. So let me go into here. Let's see. Has this got the correct thing here? Oops, hang on. I got to pull up the correct. There we go. All right. Tails. All right.
No.
Huh?
I said heads.
Oh, you said heads. Yeah, but I have to go to the bottom because it was almost to the bottom of the number that came up. So I had to count down from the top down too.
Oh.
All right. So. Oh, really?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. You get a bell.
Sorry.
Way to go. All right. We've got.
I've never seen that name before.
Okay. So the winner for this one is. Let me make sure I get it right here. That's there. Stephen Weedham. Widom. If it's Widom, I apologize. Stephen Widom. Oh, he actually has it put right here. My last name is pronounced like the word wisdom, but without the S. So Widom. Congratulations, Stephen, out of Foster City, California. Stephen W54 is his caching name. And congratulations, you win the Dr. B's newbie kit that we will be sending out to you. So, by the way, the other prizes will be actually all the prizes, including this one, will be going out on Saturday. So that will be.
I hate this keyboard.
Apple, it loves you. So congratulations, Stephen, for winning that. Way to go. And I will mark this so that I have this. So you go, wait a minute. Well, I want to win. They give out great prizes each and every week. How do I do this? Well, it's be simple. It's all you have to do to be eligible to win a prize from the Cash Stash is to, one, you have to answer the question. You can't win if you don't play. And to be eligible, and I'm going to get this up on the bottom third here. Once this comes up, where's this at? Where's my bottom third? There it is. that can actually do this. Now, for the bottom third, we actually have,
for
this show, for episode 170, all you have to do is send in your correct answer to the question that Amy's about to give you. You've got till Wednesday, August 24th, so that's next Wednesday, 2016. Email it to GSReboot. That's GSREBOOT @gmail.com. Put in the subject line Q1 for question 1, episode 171. It's very important that you put it in that way so it separates from each of the contests that we have. So subject Q1, episode 171. All correct answers will be put in a drawing, just like we did for some weeks for the people in the live chat room. Oh, man. I don't know what it is with the yawns tonight. I even had coffee. We have a second prize. Sorry, folks, not tonight, but we've got 3 weeks left of August. So we're going to have it 2 weeks. Okay, so it's going to be in the next week or two. Never know which one. We don't always wait to the last week. So just keep that in mind. It's a special way to get incentive for folks to come in and see the show and give some goodies free to the people that do come for that night. All right, wife Amy, while I go and get some water so I don't keep yawning. Sorry. Why don't you tell them about the question and how they can get for episode 171, which is tonight's show?
Okay. From gxproxy.com, the prize is Caching in the Last Frontier Geo Coin Set.
Very beautiful.
Very, very nice.
From gxproxy.com.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Very beautiful coin. Caching in the Last Frontier. Plus, you get the proxy coin that comes with it, so you actually get 2 coins.
Yes. The question is, if you do not wish to send out the actual geo coin from your collection into the wild, what is the term used for the copy you would send in its place?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't wish to send out the actual coin, actual geo coin, what is the term for the copy that you will send in its place?
Absolutely. Very, very cool. All right. Good stuff. Good luck to everybody. And we will find out next week the answer for that. Good stuff. Let's wrap this puppy up. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this show. I had to turn the mics off because I had to just let that last yawn off. I don't know why. I've just been
every
drained.
Thursday, and there's only one more Thursday in August, apparently.
Is there really?
Apparently.
Maybe next week then.
Apparently so.
Could be. If you're kept up on things, then you'll go. Because let's see. Just that I'm just dying now. Now I gotta look. All right, so we look real quick. Yeah, there's only one more, the 25th next week. So I got a pretty good idea that we'll be giving out the coin the last week of August.
Thanks, Rick.
Hey, I love our people are smart. We love our
yeah, they're a lot smarter than I am.
All right. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Hope we planted the seed for you to consider ways of displaying your geocaching memorabilia. Please let us know what you think about tonight's episode. Please send in more things for feedback for wife Amy so we don't have sad Amy. I greatly appreciate it. The whole world greatly appreciates it. Send us feedback. I'm just saying. Help keep the world a better place. At least for me. Just saying. So anyways, please also consider becoming a patron, a contributing factor to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe. We thank you again for the folks that do. Finally, tell other geocachers about our show, even when I yawn. It's not that bad. Yawn. Just saying.
As he yawns.
Go ahead.
Oh, my gosh.
Close things out.
So he can go to bed. We want to thank our sponsors, gxproxy.com and coinsandpins.com, plus our amazing patrons. I want to thank Andy HeadHardHat Smith, a.k.a. Sleepy. Thanks to everyone watching in the chat room. Please keep those comments coming in, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, I want to say a special thanks to wife Amy, who has gone through 3/4 of the show trying not to gouge her own legs off from out behind her due to chigger effects. I'm just saying. So thank you, fine folks, and thank you, Amy. And we will see you, fine folks, next week on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And we will see you then. Let's move on. please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippits.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, Google Play, and many of your favorite podcatchers. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com, visit us through our social media sites, or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519, or use our website Send Voicemail tab. GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production, and it's produced by Amy and Andy Smith. This show is copyright 2016 by Andrew T. Smith. All rights reserved. Wow. Thank you, folks, for putting up with this. Yeah, I don't know what it is. For some reason, I get the yawns. This just started the past couple of weeks, and I don't know why. Suddenly, I just start wanting to yawn. It's not because of the company I keep. I guarantee that, because wife Amy is amazing. Amy put up through the show with the chigger bite, so that obviously was, you could tell. She how bad was it?
Oh, it's not as bad as it was, but my foot and my ankle
are just
in one spot each.
Oh, okay.
And then there's one on my leg, and I'm like,
Wow. So yeah, that's why we are the way we are. I've just run down for some reason with the chigger bites. They did that to me a couple of years ago when I had them. I got a fever and just didn't feel well. And I think that's what I'm having with this. So thanks for putting up with that. We greatly appreciate it. And if you've got design ideas for display cases or for geocoins or path tags, let us know. If you've got pictures for it, we'd like that as well. We love it. So, all right, guys, have a good one. Have a safe one. And we'll see you next week on GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Bye-bye, folks.